Back out to Tiffany. She's with Miss Arkansas Kennedy Holland to talk more about her big win.
All right, well, if you're just joining in, we've got Kennedy Holland, the newly crowned Miss Arkansas 2025. You were crowned, what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, just about.
And it's been a whirlwind. Today, your 21st birthday. We have a surprise for you. You have a birthday pin to wear all day.
I'm so excited.
She's having to work on her birthday. No one wants to do that. But hey, at least you get to do it with the fun job of Miss Arkansas.
Exactly.
So what a lot of people might not know is you're actually from Greenwood. So we want to talk about how to being from Greenwood prepare you for the moment of becoming Miss Arkansas.
Yeah, so
Your mom sent us these.
I was about to say, where did you find these atrocious photos? That's so funny. But yeah, being from Greenwood, we kind of joke of, we're a title town. We have a lot of championships, especially with sports. And so coming from Greenwood and that community, the village of people who really pour into you and want to grow you into a great successful adult, that's the type of community I came from, and I'm very thankful to be from it.
Yeah, and so can you kind of talk about maybe some teachers or some people that kind of helped you, maybe encourage you in this dream along the way? Is there anyone you can think of that comes to mind?
There is. I had a teacher in the 4th grade. Her name was Miss Shirlette Myers, and she was the most phenomenal teacher I ever had. She actually wrote me a note that I still have hung on my fridge, telling me that one day I'm going to be Miss Arkansas, and that dream came to fruition. She last year passed away from heart disease, and so, keeping that note with me and keeping that sentiment with me has been so special over the last several years. And she's one of the teachers that continually over the years poured into me and told me how much she loved me, and so I'm so thankful for her.
Would you say that that's her telling you that you were going to be Miss Arkansas? Is that one of the things that maybe encouraged you to go and compete?
Absolutely, yeah. At the time I was competing in talent shows and local pageants, and so I knew about the Miss Arkansas organization, and I knew how much it did for women and how much it impacted the state of Arkansas, and I knew I wanted to be a part of that, and her encouragement really pushed me to be the Kennedy that I am today.
Yeah, and I just think that's so awesome to have a Miss Arkansas from right here in our backyard in Greenwood. We always love to see that. So many people are so proud of you, and there's a lot that you want to accomplish in this year. Can you talk about that?
Yes, I want to accomplish a lot as Miss Arkansas. I have very little time to do it. I have a full year, but we're going to pack as much into this year as we possibly can. I want to create legislation for accessible playgrounds so that kids of all abilities can play together. That's such an important part of development for kids with and without disabilities. So I want to be able to accomplish that. And I have actually a Miss Arkansas bucket list, and so I want to ride in a horse in a parade. So if you know of a horse, if you know of a parade
today,
call me, I'll be there.
Okay, we got it. You heard it here first, exclusive.
Yes.
She needs a horse in a parade. Hey, I bet they could get you one for the Old Fort Days Review next year.
Bring it on.
That could be
Let's
how you end the title out,
there
right?
you go. That'd be a great end to the year.
Oh, for sure. Okay, well, another thing that we want to know real quick is just that moment you won. What did that feel like?
Just so surreal. It's one of those moments that you work years and years for. I grew up in the Miss Arkansas teen organization. I competed for 5 years, 4 times, 5 years because COVID, whatever that silly thing was. And then this was my 3rd time competing in the Miss Arkansas organization. And so it's such a surreal moment that you work so hard for, but when you finally hear your name called as Miss Arkansas, it's just a moment of just excitement and peace and joy and overwhelmed with all the good emotions. And so really in that moment, in my crowning moment, you can see just the relief and the joy come over my face. And what's so funny, in the background of the crowning video, you can see Tori Beth Poland jumping around in the background. And so I want to talk a moment about just the contestants who made the week what it is. I call them 47 of Arkansas's best and brightest, because truly the best women in Arkansas get together to compete for this job, and I'm so lucky to be able to represent them this year.
Yeah, and as someone who competed, met some of my bridesmaids' best friends from the organization. It really is
lifelong friends.
Such a great thing. All right, well, thank you so much, Kennedy, for joining us. We're so excited for you.
Thank
and
you
be
for
sure
having me.
to stay with us here for the Daily Brew. Just moments away at 7 a.m. because we'll have more with Kennedy and maybe even a few birthday surprises.